Hey guys, I was working on Dark Tetra in JP Dark Visions number 21. That is not the final boss. The final boss is Dark Anima. I'll post a video of that later. But I got a perfect score, and because I was trial and erroring and working stuff out, it was an overall very messy clear. So I've cleaned it up a little bit. I'm gonna run it again, but I already did perfect score with this team, and someone pointed out to me a few minutes ago and asked me why was I not using Neovision's Awakened Titus on this team, and mind blown, I completely forgot about Titus. He should absolutely be on this team, but because I already damage capped with this team, I'm just going to run it again. If you have Neovision's Titus, swap out Marquis and bring Titus. It'll be a way better swap. Anyway, this is the team we're going to be using. It's a Spirit, weak to physical, wind, and like the previous fight, you really got to stay on element if you want to get that good damage, because the boss with the field is negative 400% wind resist. So you really got to stay on element for that. Now, as far as the rest of the team, we're using a magical tank to provoke and cover magic with 500% wind resist. We've got 400 from gear and 100% from Bart. The boss does up to 400% wind in peril, and 500% wind resist leaves you still immune. You do not need evasion on the provoker, and the rest of the team doesn't need anything. All the damage is covered and provoked by Phasey with 500% wind resist, and here is how we did it. Overall, it's honestly not that hard to build. These are all 3-star TMRs. Event gear, event gear, event gear, trial reward, quest reward. Yeah, this is literally the only the only STMR is Nyx's dagger. Anyways, it's really not that hard to build. Anyway, Bart's basically naked, is LB fill, shift form, LB fill. He is going to be the wind support. Summer Frisia, way better for this. I actually got Summer Frisia today from the daily half-off pull. I've been doing those every day for the week and a half. Got her today, but again, I just got her 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna use the team that I just did a few minutes ago because it works. And then here is Marquis. He is 300% LB, 250 Spirit Killer, 5,500 attack power, and he is going to be a LB Super Limit Burst Tag Chainer. Hawkeye, base form, LB fill. Shift form, maxed LB, 225 Fairy Killer. A little bit lowish, but okay. And there we go. His setup, he's going to be a Chainer and Dagger in Peril and our Breaker. Realm, support Chainer. She's also for the Fairy Killer buff. That's it. We're not using rods on the team. She is just for the Fairy Killer buff, LB fill, and support chain with Hawkeye. And then Zidane, base form, STMR song. Shift form, maxed everything, maxed Fairy, maxed LB. A little bit low on attack power, honestly, because I just couldn't fit it with all the Fairy Killer, but there we go. Okay, so this fight is a little irritating because there's some RNG involved, especially on turn 9. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video in case I have to rerun it because, the RNG of the boss's buff. I'll show you during the fight what I'm talking about. So I'll see you in 1 second to do the re-clear. Alright guys, this stupid RNG on turn 9 has been irritating me. I'm going to actually change my turn order and do it differently. I'm going to change the way I've been doing this to not rely on RNG anymore. So the boss ambushes with Mirage. We're going to get rid of it with Hawkeye. We're going to use Bart to grant chain frames, also boost wind resist by 200 or 100%. We're going to cover and provoke with Phasey. She has 500% wind resist now. Alina's going to guard, Zidane is going to just punch, and we're going to fill LB with Realm. Yeah, the boss does a 50% break resist after curing breaks, and I've been relying on RNG to just re-break on turn 9, but it's been 3 times in a row the boss has not gotten broken, so I'm just gonna change my turn order. Anyway, we're going to AR chain single cast with all these units. This was given by Bart. We're not chaining to 100 on the kill turn. We're getting that chain out of the way right now. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and LB with Zidane, and let's go ahead and shift Bart's back to the base form, and we're going to entrust. Let's go ahead and get a stack of LB on Hawkeye as well. Let's go ahead and start Masterpiece Sketch. Let's put Phasey back on Cover Provoke and guard Alina. Alright, so we need one more stack of Zidane and Hawkeye. We're going to do Hawkeye's second stack later, but Zidane's going to get his stack right now. Alright, Hawkeye, we're just going to... we need to start working the boss down to lower in health. So we're going to start hitting the boss, and I should have done this first. Oops. Let's imbue Hawk. Let's imperil the boss and buff Wind Resist. We got to get the boss below 50%, because below 50 is when the boss puts up that really good wind imperil field that also applies to himself. Here's the break resist that the boss does. Obnoxious, but whatever. We're actually not going to use Zidane yet. Normally I sing Zidane on this turn, but because I don't want to push... I'm waiting 2 extra turns to not deal with that turn 9 break RNG. Yeah, I'm gonna kill on turn 12 instead. So we're gonna just keep repeating. Keep slowly working the boss down. Alright, so turn 7, we're going to sing the STMR song on this turn instead. So we're killing on turn 12, I gotta keep that in mind. Alright, so killing on turn 12. So for now, we just continue. We just hang out. Alright. Turn 8. Alright, this is when the boss is gonna cure debuffs again. And we're gonna dispel it, and we're gonna start setting up from this turn. Alright. Okay, so the boss has that stupid break thing. Let's dispel that stupidity. And there. No more Auron freaking G. No more RNG. Alright. We're gonna LB with Hawk. Let's see. I gotta think, what are we doing now? Okay, so we need to imperil still. We've got to imperil. Let's... We're killing on turn 12. Okay. Let's use a lot of LB fill to get Hawkeye back filled again. Okay. This is fine. This is totally fine. Okay, so the imperil is done. Now we're going to shift Bart's and resist, amplify, and then just whatever. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we need to break the boss. There is no RNG involved this time. We also got to get the boss below 50. So we're going to go ahead and do that right here. Not too far now. Not too far! Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, alright. Put up the killers this turn. Guard you. And repeat you. So... Imperiled. Dagger imperiled. 87% break. We're good. We're good. Okay, so now we're below 50. The boss is putting up the field. Yeah, before I was breaking on turn 9 with the imperils, with the break resist up, and I was like hoping for the RNG of it landing anyway. It wasn't working out that well. That was dumb of me. But whatever, we're good now. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and Rod Imperil so she can triple cast. Hawkeye's good to go. We're just going to steal. Repeat. Let's do the AoE imbue with Bart's and guard you. Okay, so next turn the STMR song is done and we're going to damage cap. Okay, there it is. STMR song complete. All broken. Good. So we're going to LB. We're going to support chain. I guess in this setup, Bart's could have been the support chainer too because he's actually free this turn, but whatever. We don't need it. And we're going to LB here, and then we're going to tag it. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. We just send these, and then we send our tagger as well. And there's the tag chain. Okay, that should have been 20 billion or better. It was on the previous run, so it should be. Oh yeah, 21. I mean, not like a super huge amount, but it was enough. It was enough. Bart's. I'm not Bart's. I mean, yeah, Bart's helped, but Zidane, Hawkeye, and Marquis basically carried the fight. There we go. If you've got Auron, like this is just a Auron's a guaranteed 10 billion instantly. If you got Summer Freesia, that makes it real easy as well. But we've got Bart's, so yeah. There was our turn 12 all mission clear, or all point clear. And I already showed the team at the beginning, and I changed my turn order to remove that stupid RNG. Yeah, before I was killing on turn 10. Here's the problem. I was killing on turn 10. On turn 8, the boss cures the breaks and then reapplies the break resistance. I've already got the Wind Imperil and the Dagger Imperil up, so I can't use Dispel. I was trying to break defense again with the break resist. It's only 50% break resist, but like three times in a row, the boss resisted the defense break, and I just had to reset. I can't. That was so dumb of me. I was like, eventually it'll work. Eventually it'll work. And it did one time. The time I damage capped earlier. But yeah, just extending the clear to turn 12 removes all RNG and makes that very smooth. Anyway, see you for Dark Anima. Probably tomorrow, honestly, because I have to leave soon. I don't really have time for this right now. But see you later.